watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law, voted Best of Las Vegas. Give them a call, 702-727-9900. News 25 is also brought to you by Desert View Hospital. You can count on us.
Hi there. Today is Wednesday, August 23rd, 2023. Welcome to News 25. I'm Missy Kohler. The country of India has created history today as the first country to land a spacecraft on the south pole of the moon. RJ Camacho reports.
India made history today on August 23rd, being the first country to land a spacecraft near the moon's south pole. Scientists currently believe that the uncharted territory could be host of reserves of frozen water, which could become a vital source of drinking water for future astronauts or even to make rocket fuel. This is even more remarkable considering that in 2019, India failed to land on the moon. However, they have now joined the USA, the Soviet Union, and China, now becoming the fourth country to achieve such a milestone. At 6:04 p.m. the local time in India, the six-wheeled lander, which was carrying a rover inside, made contact with the surface of the moon, which sparked thunderous celebration across the country of India, especially in the city of Bengaluru, where the scientists watched the landing exploding into cheers. The rover, Chandrayaan-3, is configured to provide data to the scientific community on the properties of the lunar environment, including chemical and elemental compositions of the rocks and soil of the moon. The mission's success aids in expanding India's rise in technology. Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi, had this to say: "India is now on the moon. India has reached the south pole of the moon. No other country has achieved that. We are witnessing history." Within approximately an hour or a day's time, the lunar rover is reported to begin conducting experiments on the moon, namely an analysis of the mineral composition of the lunar surface. The mission is expected to last another 2 weeks, and, according to the chairman of the Indian Space Research Organization, S. Somnath, the country's next attempt will be a manned lunar mission.
Officials in Maui are urging its citizens to provide DNA samples in an effort to help identify any potential remains they find while searching the devastated area of Lahaina.
Currently, in our continued coverage of the wildfires in Maui, authorities in Hawaii have urged the relatives of those missing to provide DNA samples due to the fact that the low number provided so far threatens to hinder any efforts in identifying any remains discovered in the ashes. Maui police have also urged those with relatives unaccounted for to file a police report with as much information as possible. Currently, approximately 1,000 to 1,100 people still remain unaccounted for, as listed on the FBI's tentative, and the Family Assistance Center so far has collected DNA from only 104 families. The number of those providing DNA samples to help aid in identifying potential remains is a lot lower than in other major disasters around the country. Andrew Martin, as well as Julie French from the Family Assistance Center, have reassured people that the DNA samples are only meant to help identify victims of the wildfires and will not be entered into law enforcement databases of any kind, or used for any other purposes. They have also assured that people who supply these samples will not be asked about their immigration status or citizenship. Andrew Martin went on to state that what we want to do, all we want to do, is help people locate and identify their unaccounted for loved ones. Currently, authorities are still struggling with the challenge of determining how many remain unaccounted for and perished, and how many made it to safety but have yet to check in. Officials in Hawaii have also expressed concern about releasing a list of those missing, as they would be identifying those who have died as well, worried about potentially further traumatizing citizens who already have to recover from the damage of the wildfire. Police Chief John Pelletier stated on August 22nd that we want to get a verified list. The 1,100 names right now, we know that there's a margin of that some of them have first names only, and there's no contact number back. So there was a John's missing. When we try to call back who said that, no one was answering. And so we're trying to scrub this to make it as accurate as we can.
A woman who allegedly threatened her family with a knife was arrested after sheriff's deputies discovered drug paraphernalia in her possession. David Preston reports.
On Sunday, August 20th, Nye County Sheriff deputies respond to a report of a female holding a kitchen knife and threatening to kill her family. Upon deputies' arrival to the location, the female, later identified as Shelley Benavides, was reaching into her vehicle, a gray Ford Focus. The deputies ordered Shelley to walk over to them, but Shelley did not comply with their order. The deputies eventually placed Shelley into handcuffs. While deputies were talking with Shelley, they discovered a clear glass smoking pipe with white and burnt residue inside Shelley's back left rear pocket. The smoking pipe had a bulb at the end of the pipe, which is commonly known as a meth pipe. Inside the front seat of the vehicle, officers located 2 large machetes and rolled up burnt foil with a brown residue inside the driver's side door. Officers recognized this to be similar to heroin. While officers searched the immediate area access of where Shelley was, they located Shelley's purse, and inside the purse was uncapped needles with burnt residue, also known as flash, in the tip of the needles. According to the declaration of arrest, Shelley admitted to deputies she used last night, but did not specify what she used. Shelley was then taken into custody and transported to the Nye County Detention Center. While at the jail, Shelley admitted to using opioids, according to the report. The report also stated that Shelley refused consent to a blood draw, and a search warrant was obtained and approved by a Nye County judge. Shelley Benavides is being charged with using drug paraphernalia, possession of a controlled substance, and being under the influence of a controlled substance.
A woman has been arrested for allegedly embezzling money from Shoshone Propane. News 25 has the details.
On July 27th, the Nye County Sheriff's Office received a call from Shoshone Propane alleging that their former employee, Rainey Meeks, had embezzled them. When the owner was balancing audits on the company's finances, she stated that she discovered discrepancies on 2 of the company's accounts, their Nevada State Bank account and their Home Depot account. Upon arrival, officers spoke with the owner, who stated that Rainey Meeks, the previous office manager, had allegedly been fraudulently using the company's aforementioned accounts to purchase unauthorized merchandise from numerous businesses, including Home Depot, Geico Insurance, and My Life, which is a background check website. The alleged embezzled amount from the Nevada State Bank account was reported to be $11,568, and the Home Depot account was alleged to have been embezzled $15,325. On May 22nd, a transaction of $155 was reported for My Life. According to the declaration of arrest, officers investigated Meeks' computer and located a My Life webpage open that was assigned to Meeks. Due to this, officers confirmed the unlawful purchase of a My Life background check, one she allegedly used to run a background check on herself. The owner also stated that Meeks was the main employee responsible for making cash deposits to Nevada State Bank during the work weeks and oversaw bringing the deposit receipts back to the business. According to the declaration of arrest, after reviewing the Nevada State Bank statements, the owner noticed $14,172 of the cash deposits were not accounted for, despite being shown that they were logged into the company's handwritten financial book. The receipts for these cash deposits were allegedly never located. The owner then reviewed the Home Depot statements further, noticing multiple unauthorized transactions for cleaning supplies, air fresheners, home fans, and a GE garage-ready upright deep freezer. The largest purchase from the Home Depot statements was the deep freezer, which cost $1,092. Near the end of May, Meeks was notified by the company of the financial discrepancies, and she allegedly resigned shortly after notification. The owner stated to officers that since Meeks' resignation, the company has not lost any currency in June. According to the declaration of arrest, Meeks allegedly gave another unidentified person the Shoshone Propane Home Depot card to purchase the deep freezer and allegedly lied that it was her own card. On August 18th, Rainey Meeks was arrested and booked into the Nye County Detention Center under the charges of embezzlement of $25,000 but less than $100,000, using a credit or debit card without the owner's consent, and obtaining money or property under false pretenses less than $1,200.
An outdoor festival license has been granted, and we'll tell you to who right after the break.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. This segment of the news is brought to you by John Air. For all your heating and air conditioning needs, call 775-751-2372.
Welcome back. An outdoor festival license has been granted to Tony Casey for the Halloween Spooktacular to be held on October 31st at Petrick Park.
Our vision, me and my daughter, has visioned this being like Harvest Fest. I want to make a family day of this. I want it to be like a half an afternoon with games and prizes and candy, lots of decorations, and a pet costume contest because we're outdoors. Yes. I work for Dr. Biermeyer. I'm a handyman. I'm her janitor, and I've been working for her for 5 years. She is now a sponsor, officially, along with All Dog and the pet grooming place. And a lot of the people in this community, you'd be surprised. They all come together. You just ask for a bag of candy. Now they're setting up tables. They're bringing their cars. I have a couple car clubs. I have the Jeep Club. I'm sorry, I'm getting excited. It just gets bigger and better. There's nothing for us to do for the kids. I mean, we need that. I already hit up the lady who is going to do the pickleball. I'm like, oh, I got a spot for you. Tell the people what you have to offer. Hand some candy out. Have some fun. The whole thing, the whole idea of this is to keep families and kids together in a safe, healthy environment.
There's no further discussion from the commission. I'll call for the vote.
Aye.
Aye.
Moore's aye.
Carboni, aye.
Number 11 passes 5-0. Good luck, Ms. Casey, and thank you.
Here's a look at your sports report with Mikey.
Time now for your News 25 look at sports. The day with the Stanley Cup Tour continues. Jonathan Marchessault using it as an umbrella. He also had Stanley Cup cookies. Las Vegas Aviators were victorious in Tacoma yesterday, 5-3. Rematch against the Rainers tonight at 7:05. Las Vegas Aces in Atlanta last night against the Dream. Ajay Wilson tied a WNBA record with 53 points in one game in their 112-100 victory. Ajay matched the record that was achieved on July 17, 2018 by Dallas's Liz Cambage. The Aces play the Sky in Chicago tomorrow at 5. Las Vegas Raiders play their final game in the preseason on Saturday in Dallas against the Cowboys at 5 p.m. The Henderson All-Stars, they were eliminated from the Little League World Series yesterday. They fell to Nashville 2-1. We're so proud of them. Pahrump Valley High School girls soccer are off to Mesquite today. The varsity game kicked off at 4:30, and JV plays at 6. The 2023 TSA Cutest K9 contest is down to its 2 finalists. Joker Jordan from the Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta Airport is up against Dina from the Harry Reid Airport. You can vote on TSA's Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Voting ends August 24th at 9 a.m. The winner will be announced Monday, August 28th. And I bowled a turkey on Sunday. Look at that form. Then I ate a turkey sandwich. That's your look at sports on News 25.
Nearly everything we do online requires a password, but it can be tricky to manage all of those letters and numbers. Today, Josh Osborne from Great Computer Deals in Pahrump has some advice on how to best manage our passwords.
Hi guys, Josh Osborne here with Pahrum's own Great Computer Deal. It's time for another quick tutorial. Today's lesson, the most common issues we see at our computer repair center and how to avoid them, part 1. You'd think the biggest technology issue that's facing our customers this day and age would be their lack of computer knowledge. That's actually not the case at all. You'd be surprised to find that 50% of the problems that we help people solve are completely avoidable regardless of a customer's computer literacy. The issue that we're going to talk about today is a big one: forgotten passwords. A huge percentage of our customers come in with problems regarding passwords to their various online accounts, social media, email, more importantly, banking. The mistake is never with a website, app, or program, and is always the fault of the user. Why? The customer didn't take logging and organizing of their account and password information seriously enough. Most folks just assume they'll remember the details and take zero effort to properly record them. When they do, it's done poorly, written on a scrap of paper and sitting next to the desk, with no effort made to show whether a letter is uppercase or lowercase. So, how do we avoid this issue? Well, take password management seriously. Whenever a new online account is created, immediately and properly record that information. Download a phone app or a computer program that helps make this task much easier. Stop by our store for some free suggestions. A handwritten note, no longer good enough, guys. Online accounts are extremely important and need to be treated as such. You guys still need help? No big deal. We're here to help. Come down to our store. We're located at 1190 East Highway 372, across the street from Pizza Hut, and in the same plaza as Game Corner, Arcade, and Fun Center. Or give us a call, 775-990-8833. We're open Monday through Friday, 9 to 3. Anyway, that's it for today's lesson. I'll see you guys on the next one.
What is the leading cause of long-term disability? We'll talk about that after the break in your health report. Stay with us.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by Mountain West Lawyer, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500.
Welcome back. Statistics show someone suffers a stroke every 40 seconds in the United States. Stroke is a leading cause of long-term disability. Now, a Cleveland Clinic study is exploring the use of deep brain stimulation to help those who've suffered a stroke recover.
It's a little bit like a pacemaker inside the brain. The pacemaker in the heart sends pulses to control the heartbeat. The deep brain stimulation sends electrical pulses into the brain to help manage some of the brain activity to help a disease or a problem.
Phase 1 of the trial involved 12 stroke patients suffering from moderate to severe muscle weakness on one side of the body. Dr. Andre Machado, who's helping lead the research, says each person underwent deep brain stimulation surgery, which involved implanting electrodes into part of the brain. The electrodes were used to deliver electric pulses to help regain control of movements. After surgery, study participants first underwent physical therapy with the deep brain stimulation device turned off for several weeks, and then turned on for 4 to 8 months. Dr. Machado says the most significant improvements were noted with deep brain stimulation turned on, and 9 out of 12 people in the trial improved motor impairment and function.
The traditional treatment for rehabilitation after a stroke is physical and occupational therapy. That remains the standard. What the intervention did, what deep brain stimulation did, was to make the improvements greater than what physical therapy and occupational therapy alone could achieve.
Dr. Machado adds more research is needed and the study is ongoing. These findings were recently published in Nature Medicine.
News 25 Weather Cam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Good to see the sun out, drying things up, floating things away. John's got the weather forecast coming right up. Will we see more rain? He'll let you know.
News 25 weather is brought to you by Dairy Council of Nevada. Undeniably delicious, undeniably dairy. Enjoy what's real.
Hi, good evening, Nevada. It's John Kohler from the KPVM Channel 25 Weather Studios, all up and down the Ace Country Radio Network and worldwide on the local BTV app, the app that thinks very nice things about you. 82 degrees up in Fernley, Fallon saw 84. Carson City hit 83. It's like all the years I went to high school. Look at that. Tonopah, 77 degrees. You're the cool spot again. Congratulations. 79 in Goldfield. You almost made it. Beatty hit 89. It's 94 out in Amargosa. Are you the hot spot today, Amargosa? No, you're not. It's Las Vegas at 95. Yay, Vegas. 104 out in Death Valley. But here in the Paradise of Pahrump, let's take a look at our current temperature. 91 degrees. Not too bad. 92 just a little bit earlier. Actually, a very nice summer day. Winds were calm out of the west and southwest, just 6 miles per hour. Humidity starting to crank up, though. Sun rose this morning at 6:08, and setting this evening, look forward to at 7:24. Increasing humidity throughout the day. We got 47%. Sure smells like rain. And boom, look at there. It's coming tomorrow. 95-degree temperatures, 15% chance of rain, followed by 5 days of fabulous sunshine. Oh, it's going to be great. Winds under 10 miles per hour. Temperatures creeping up just a little bit. We're getting back to the triple digits after the weekend, and no looking back. It's a nice, beautiful one last week of summer weather without too much rain. I think that's what's in store, so let's just go with that. Back to the desk, it's Missy Kohler.
Thanks, John. Well, that's all the news we've got for you tonight. We thank you so much for watching News 25. I'm Missy Kohler. Have a great night.